Hey, sixth graders, we're back. This is example 2, 9.1, and now we have a dot plot that's vertical because it's temperature. Usually when we have a thermometer, you see we have vertical thermometers. And so if you kind of turn your head sideways, it looks similar to the one we did before, where you put your dots above each temperature. So this says you record the high temperature every day while at summer camp in August. Then you create the vertical dot plot. So, how many weeks were you at summer camp? Well, we could figure that out because we have to. This says you record the temperature every day. Count all of these dots, which represent one day. And because there are 28 data values on the dot plot, you were at camp 28 days, which there's 7 days in a week. So 4 weeks would be the answer to that. That's a long summer camp. So how can you collect these data? What are the units? You can collect these data with a thermometer. The units are degrees Fahrenheit. So in the US, we use Fahrenheit. Lots of places in the world use Celsius. So you just collect the high temperature for each day and put a dot on each one. Write a statistical question that you can answer using the dot plot, then answer the question. So one possible statistical question is, what is the daily high temperature in August? The high temperatures are spread out with about half the temperatures around 81 degrees and half the temperatures around 86 degrees. So 81's down here. So we're saying around 81 would be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And then around 86 would be, same amount. They're kind of around that temperature. Okay. Notice this one doesn't have any gaps, but it does have a peak and maybe a cluster right here, another cluster down here. All right, let's take a look at another one. So the dot plot shows the heights of 6th grade students in a gym class. So when you take PE at the school, they will measure your height and your weight and all that stuff. So how many students are in the class? So you just count each dot. Each dot represents a student. How can you collect these? What are the units?
The dot plot
Inches
shows
tells
the
us
heights of
that.
6th grade
And
students in a
write the
gym
question.
class.
So let's
Part
take a
A.
look at this
How many students
tutorial.
are in the class? There are 24 data values in the dot plot, so there are 24 students in the class. Part B. How can you collect these data? What are the units? You can collect these data with a measuring tape. The units are inches. Part C. Write a statistical question that you can answer using the dot plot. Then answer the question. One possible question is, how tall are the students in the gym class? Most of the students are about 62 inches tall.
There you have it. So 62 is where the peak is, and the rest of them are pretty close. You have some that are a little taller. 5'5" would be 65 inches. That's almost as tall as me. All right, that is it for example 2. Hopefully it's not too bad. These are called dot plots, and we'll see